Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live reaction show. I'm Chris, the Batman statue collector, and welcome to a rare Friday night appearance for the Rogues Gallery team. And we're excited or quote unquote excited to talk about some reveals tonight.
I'm excited.
You're excited. Delaney's excited, so that's good. I'm glad to hear that. We are going to talk a little bit about Sideshow Con, New York City. We also have New York Comic Con. We also have some releases from some other companies as well that I wanted to look at. We have a little over 100 photos again to look at tonight, and that's going to be kind of our primary focus. We're gonna be, of course, we'll answer some questions from the chat and things like that, but our focus is just kind of react to some of those things that we saw over the last week. I do want to introduce with us the Jeffs, if you will. We have, of course, Mr. Jeff Morris with us tonight. How are you doing, Jeff?
Hello, everyone. Doing good.
Very good. We're glad that you're here. And also from the Secret Sanctuary, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney as well. Thank you for being here.
Doing great. Raced home from work to be here on time. Just barely made it, but I'm happy to be here.
I appreciate it. We went a little earlier than normal tonight. But anyway, we appreciate the folks already here, and hopefully people will kind of build in as we go. I was telling the guys beforehand, I keep checking my phone because we are officially 3 subscribers away from 30K, guys. So if anybody has not subscribed to the channel or Mr. Delaney's channel, please make sure you do that at Secret Sanctuary. But yeah, let's see if we can get to 30K on the show. And then, of course, that's going to lead to that big giveaway, that Superman premium format call to action from Sideshow. So I'm very, very excited to give that away again. What you had to do in order to win that was simply, watch as many videos as you can, comment on as many videos as you can, like the videos, and we'll randomly select a video and then randomly select a comment from that video. So very excited about that. All we ask that people do is pay for shipping. So anyway, I want to say hello to some folks here before we get started.
Hey, speaking of Superman PF, the one on the, this guy right here. Well, that guy right there.
Yeah.
He waitlisted today.
Wow.
The collector's edition waitlisted. So I don't know if that means sold out or if there's just another batch coming, but it's currently waitlisted.
That was a long wait. I mean, it's been out for a while.
Well, the collector's edition is 3,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you see today the edition size of Ahsoka premium format from Sideshow?
Yeah, that was like last week, I think. Wasn't it?
I don't know. I saw 9,500.
Oh, maybe that is new.
Yeah. Yeah. 9,500.
Wow. Is it like 3,500 exclusive and 6,000 regular, or?
I don't know. Let me look it up real quick because I got to figure that out. I was
that
like,
is
oh my gosh.
Else.
That's a lot, but
I don't know how to spell it.
I thought there was a lot of Silver Surfers, but
AHSOKA.
All right, let's see. All right, let's see. So the edition size of the collector's edition is 6,000, and the exclusive is 3,500.
Wow.
So she must be selling pretty well.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, but I'm still frustrated that Ahsoka is based on the animated cartoon and The Mandalorian is based on the live-action TV show. That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I guess you got, and then if you want to put her with, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's 1/5.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
So apparently the teams weren't gelling very well when they were creating these, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. I still might buy her to put with my Iron Studios Mandalorian, but I'm worried that the realistic take on the Mandalorian and the animated take on Ahsoka is just not going to look right.
I saw a lot of positive comments about that Iron Studios Mandalorian after Sideshow Con. They had theirs on display, and it's a very similar statue. But a lot of people were saying, I'm really glad that we got the Iron Studios one. So that was.
Well, you're seeing those comments because our one of our preferred retailers got in like 40 something of them and shipped.
Oh,
them
wow.
out. So customers are getting them like now.
Yeah.
And posting them on Facebook. And yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces now.
Well, it turned out really nice. And
the Sideshow one looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's crazy how similar they are. It really is, but they're both really well done. I wish that we could see more in that scale from Iron Studios. I mean, the 1/10 are great, but I really like to see what they can do with some of these other scales. Obviously, they've done a couple of the third scales, but
they're doing a quarter scale Ahsoka. They just announced that a week or two ago.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm not sure about the likeness on that one. When I see close-ups, which are screen captures from their video,
yeah,
it doesn't look very good. But in the studio shot from a slight distance, it looked much better. So I'm not sure I don't know. I need more pictures.
When can we get these companies to quit taking all of their photos in dark rooms?
Yeah.
Because it always makes them look worse.
Well, there's one exception that you're going to show tonight, I'm sure, and that's that Robocop. Those pictures that came out from the Oniri Creations Robocop are great. They did a fantastic job on those.
Well, I didn't, so keep talking. I'll go download them real quick.
Oh, my God. They are – that piece, it's another one that's going to really frustrate me. It's quarter scale. So you guys know Oniri. They did that 1/6 scale Superman with all the bullets flying by him. They did that, and they did the one of Flash where he's kind of screeching to a halt. Those are 1/6 scale, I believe. They're doing Robocop in 1/4. It's like 24 inches tall, and it's really, really nice. PCS did one years ago in quarter scale, which was pretty nice. I like this one better, but the price, it's like $1,200 or something like that. And wow. I'm really frustrated. I want that piece, but that just seems so high to me. I don't know. The base is very simple. It does have a silicone mouth and nose, but just mouth and nose, you know. So
there's two portraits.
No, there's one portrait.
No, just one.
I think there's just one.
How do you spell that company name?
Oniri.
I don't remember what group I saw it in. There it is. I found it there. Let me download a few of these pictures real quick just so we have something to look at.
Big Bad Toy Store has it. Our favorite local retailer has it. And it's Oniri, so Sideshow should get it. They got their first two releases.
What other pieces have they done?
They did that the Superman with all the bullets flying by him and the missiles, the 1/6 scale.
Oh yeah.
And then they did that Flash where he's kind of screeching to a halt.
Okay.
And that's also
so this is their first like movie piece.
As far as I know, I'm only familiar with the Superman and the Flash pieces from them. I think that might be it. But boy, the Robocop looks really cool.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I just added the photos, so we'll have a chance to look at them. But cool. And I do agree, the black does look good. But again, it's just I'm always amazed that I don't know if we could just have like some really nice natural lighting. It just shows off the statue so much more. Although it always makes me feel like, okay, what are they hiding?
Yeah,
you know. But it's almost always better in better light than the black. And maybe they do it for dramatic effect, but geez.
Yeah.
Got 74 people watching. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me say hello to some folks real quick before we get started here with our reactions. We've got Jason Lean in the house. My favorite comment so far, Barbie Bishop says, yo, getting the snacks all ready for this 15-minute long extravaganza. I love it. We had originally said if you didn't watch Rogues the other night, we did say that it would be funny if we just came on and did like 3 seconds and said, good night, everybody. That was it. I love it. Ashley's in the house. She is stuck at work. Eric wanted to be here as well, but he was at Comic-Con filming all day and hanging out with some amazing video or comic book creators today. So hopefully Eric gets home. I know he's been stuck in traffic for a while. Django's here. We've got Board Cube 1 of 2, a Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Alan Kiefer is here. Zach Bowers, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. Dennis Perez from Puerto Rico. I love it. J-Rob from Detroit Rock City. Team Mitchell, another member, is here. Happy Friday. Finally received my Batman Hush. However, it was just one box. That is killer. Seems like a lot of people just got one box deliveries on that statue. I was lucky. I did get both.
Yeah.
Wanda Quinn, hey Rogues, not much going on at Sideshow New York Con, but I look forward to seeing what new reveals we have to talk about tonight. So yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Dark Ranger 7 is here, another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Let's see, we've got Alfonso Adam, Ben Workman, Brotherhood member Michael Ray. Happy Friday, guys. Hope everybody is doing well. Jeff Morris is in the house, another Brotherhood member. Thank you, Jeff, for being here in person in living color. Hey, Katie's here. Nice to see you back in a live show. Thank you very much. Nelson Ortega, Joe Bolston. I hope I said that right. I live in the UK. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you made a show. John Blackmouth is here. Sean Pace. At least I know I should have time to. Yeah, you should definitely have time to decide on her, Sean. Yep. I can't imagine her selling out anytime soon.
And I think that's intentional.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that out loud, Barbie, but you're right. Ben Workman says, Chris, I've battled addiction ever since I was 13. I'm 38 now. As of today, I've been sober for a year. I just wanted to let you know how much your channel has helped me. Thank you and prayers. That is awesome. I love to hear things like that. If our channel or Secret Sanctuary's channel or our Facebook groups or any of us can help in any way, that's why we do this.
Good job, Ben. That's cool.
That is fantastic. 1 year. That's just incredible. Anthony Henry says, I did pre-order that Robocop. So that's really cool. Mac Owens, I think I might have said hello to him. Let's see. Rome Ross is here. Nelson Ortega. Bass Grand, anyone getting Sideshow's Dark Side? That should be shipping soon.
I am so on the edge on that one.
It looks good.
It's like poise.
Yeah. I think that's, it's funny because everybody kind of trashed it at first. But it's one of those ones that I think that more people realize, okay, it's a Jack Kirby look. It's actually pretty big. It looks good. The colors look good.
I think people are going to be surprised how big and bulky it is.
I am too. I'm very excited for collectors to get that one. Casual Nerd Problems are here. We've got Chris Reynolds, Superman 122 2012. Paula Wanter is here. Hey, Paula, thanks again for being part of the show the other night. We've got Kickback in the house. Yeah, we're definitely going to be looking at the XM pieces tonight as well. Personally, I think the XM releases were teasers were more exciting than a lot of the other stuff we saw this week. So I'm anxious to talk about those. Michael Dupler is here. Happy Friday, Bat folks. Josh says, can we talk about how crazy the price is for Back to the Future 1/10? Yes, we are absolutely. I have those photos loaded. I am definitely going to want to talk about those prices because I think if you look up the word asinine in the dictionary, you're going to have a photo of that product. The product's great. I love it. But
I don't understand how it could be that much more than the Batmobile.
How can it be that much more than the half-scale Captain America?
I just don't.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Well, since we're already talking about here, I'll let me load some photos real quick here, so people know what we're talking about. So this is the Back to the Future right here, and it is 10 scale. A lot of you know that I complained about the Batmobile being a whopping $1,000. We thought that was incredibly overpriced. And I still feel like it was a little bit for sure. But now we get this. Now this one does come with, I guess, a little bit bigger base and also, of course, the two figures. And the two figures, I think, were around, what were they, like 110 a piece?
Yeah, something like that.
Ish, something like that. So I'm looking on the Sideshow website just to make sure I have the price right. Well, of course, it's not going to show me. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so this price is $2,250 USD.
Yeah.
Care to comment, gentlemen?
Says it all. I mean, I I'm so curious how many orders they've received. It's so out of whack. And especially when you compare it to what you can get for that money, it makes no sense at all.
It makes no sense.
One thing I thought that might have increased the price is this does have LEDs throughout because this is the Back to the Future 2 car.
Mm-hmm.
So it has, a lot of LED light ups, but I can't imagine that being, again, $1,000 worth of electronics, basically. Because, and again, if you look at the side, it is a lot. At least it looks a lot deeper than the Batmobile base. Obviously, it's got kind of a floating effect, which is cool. But I sure heard a lot of collectors say, I'm really hoping they just come out with the Hot Toys DeLorean, that reissue that people are kind of waiting for. Obviously, they
will.
Yeah, they are doing this car. I believe they showed, right?
They did show. It was in some of the photos, I think, for the reissue figures.
Yeah. And does Hot Toys ever have like the light up features, or is it just implied?
Well, some of them do. The tumbler has
so
lights.
I cannot believe the price. Let's see. Michael Dupler says maybe license fee passed on the collector. It's very, very possible. We hear about that more and more.
They always are.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that's nothing new.
Yeah.
Barbie says no way the LEDs justify it. It must be a super low edition size. Well, they're gonna make 5 of them, so
yeah, right. It's gonna be really low.
Yeah, prices continue to be. I've talked to some people this week that are on the inside of companies, and it is such a bad domino effect that's happening right now in terms of limited factories, limited number of artists painting these statues, limited number of actually artists sculpting. These guys are in incredibly high demand, and ladies, and it has caused this giant trickle down effect with then shipping costs and containers not being available and containers being stuck in ports. So all of this on top of however much they're paying a licensing fee, it's going to get more expensive. It's going to get ugly, I think.
Have you heard of the new crisis?
What is it?
There's a massive coal shortage in China.
Yes. Yes.
So there's concern that factories will be shutting down and productivity will decrease dramatically.
Yeah.
So that's another issue.
It is. So I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about over the next year in terms of statue collecting. But I think that absolutely it could definitely be a licensing fee to start. It is only Polystone. Kickback says, "Good Lord Almighty." Anthony says 1,200 to 1,300 max. I can't even imagine them selling that many, but maybe. I mean, Back to the Future is a popular franchise.
No, he means price.
Oh, price.
Yeah,
I see.
12 to 1,300.
I see.
Yeah, I think that would be a big price for it.
Yeah, I think that would be at least better. Dude, you can get the two Prime 1 Lord of the Rings statues for the price of that. Yeah, you can. I can almost get the entire Batman versus Joker diorama for that.
Yeah.
And that's 1/3 scale.
Half scale Captain America.
Yeah.
That's right. Have you either of you considered, that little trigger finger? I know both of you were thinking kind of about it.
Are they even available anymore?
No, it's waitlist.
Yeah.
It's sold out technically.
Let's say
if you guys, the 3 days went.
If you guys were in a panic and really wanted one, I bet I can get one for you guys. Mm-hmm. I know some folks.
You know a guy that knows a guy?
I do know a guy that knows a guy. They're pretty good about saving some back. So, anyway, you guys want to look at some photos?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the Sideshow reaction.
And that was it. That was it. So, but before we get started, I do want to say something about Sideshow Con. I always get excited about these things. I know you guys do as well. We're always optimistic and hopeful that we'll see some new things and new things to get excited about. In years past, I know for a fact at New York Comic Con, we have received new reveals. I remember that Spider-Man premium format with the Doc Ock that premiered there one year. And I know that they have had premium formats, but I know
last year was Batman Who Laughs, Darkseid, and Black Canary. And then we had the blue Batman variant.
That's right.
That was
all that during Spectacular or New York?
We had no variant for Spectacular last year.
That's right.
Because Jeff's jaw hit the floor and he started crying.
With the whole week, I was like,
I know.
I got money. I'm ready.
But there were reveals on Spectacular, right?
I think all we got was the Tweeterhead Catwoman.
Wow.
There was no. Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
New York was
Black
pretty
Canary
good.
And the blue Batman were on the same stand.
So it begs the question, do we have a Spectacular live reaction show? Because who knows, maybe they decided to do reveals there instead of at Sideshow Con. Because, and the reason why I brought this up is because I know that Autumn at Sideshow, I think she brought up the fact, or she posted somewhere or commented that we don't do new reveals at
she
Sideshow.
posted that multiple times each day of the
I'm like, that's not true. Like
not true.
Like they always do new reveals.
I'm sure she's a very nice person, but
I love Autumn. She's fantastic. The whole Sideshow crew is fantastic, but it's like I thought that's not quite accurate. Mm-hmm. They did reveal one new item as far as I could tell that they made, and that was that Tale Fantasies Little Red Riding Hood. I think that's the only one, but
they showed an Alice in Wonderland variant.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess two, sort of. But really,
those were cool.
It was, and really, I think Sideshow Con should have been PCS Con because we saw a lot of new reveals from PCS, which is exciting for them in PCS collectors. But again, I was really surprised by the lack of new Sideshow stuff.
You know what though? Did you see, I think it was just today that Sideshow did a poll on Facebook. What is your favorite scale? 27% said quarter scale. 54% said 1/6 scale.
Wow.
That really surprised me. And that explained kind of what happened with New York. We saw some new 1/6 stuff, but we didn't see any new 1/4 stuff.
Interesting. Do you think it is strictly where people are at with their budget right now?
I don't know. I've never been very dialed into the Hot Toys market or the 1/6 market, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it's always been that way. I don't know.
But that is shocking to me.
It was to me too.
Because we've always talked about the fact that 1/4 has always been the most popular. I mean, it's across the board, although, we're a bunch of old farts that collect the stuff for years now. And now, there's this whole new, the people that are responding to the Sideshow polls are obviously much newer collectors, I would assume.
Yeah,
I feel like most of the people that are in those groups are more of those new collectors that are just new to the hobby. I could be wrong.
No, that kind of makes sense.
And so that could be part of it for price point. I mean, God, I wish I had started as a 6 scale collector. I'd have a whole hell of a lot more space to display this stuff. Why I went 1/3, I don't know. Actually, I do because it's freaking awesome. But
it is awesome.
It is awesome. But that is really shocking. I did not see that.
Yeah, the 1/6 scale statues are getting better than they were, I think.
So you have a company like
scale figures have always been good.
I mean, you have a company like Tweeterhead that they have to be thrilled with that.
Yeah. Well, I think they're part of the reason. And also XM with their DC line at 1/6 scale, they're part of the reason maybe for some elevated interest in 1/6.
Absolutely. And if they can continue to deliver at a lower price point, although the 1/6 is getting closer to that old school premium format cost, it's going to keep inching up. But if they keep it at that price point and still deliver with the detail, which we're starting to see from Tweeterhead or XM or whoever, it'll be, again, that'll be something interesting to follow as we go. But I mentioned
that Superman 2.0 from Tweeterhead at $350 or $375 for the exclusive. That's starting to look like quite a bargain.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you guys in the chat that are here, again, 145 watching. If you're enjoying it so far, please give this video a like. But I want you in the comments here to put down your favorite scale. I'm just going to do like a little poll of this group. Okay, 147 people watching. Just put whatever scale you prefer. 1/4, 1/3, 1/6. Let's see how many people say that. John said I think 1/6 for the price. Let's see what people say. Okay, so we got J. Rob says 1/4. We got quarter. All in with quarter going forward instead of 1/6. So quarter, 1/3, quarter, 1/3, 1/3, 1/4, 1/3, 1/3.
Wow.
It's not looking good for 1/6 here.
We have a very, very exclusive audience.
Yeah, 1/3, 1/4, 1/4. Scan does collect 1/6 and 1/4, 1/6. So we got some 1/6 here. Justin says 1/6. Mac 1/4, 1/4, 1/3, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/3 all day. I'm right there with you, Barbie. Ashley, I knew you were smart. 1/3, 1/6 and 1/4, 1/4, 1/3, 1/4, 1/3, 1/4, 1/4, 1/6, and 1/4. But still, I mean, I can keep going. Wow. Thank you guys for everybody's really commenting. This is awesome. I'm way behind too, but I'll just kind of go through real quick. But I mean, obviously a lot of 1/3s and a lot of 1/4s.
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe because
Eric 1/12.
we tend to center on those scales in our conversation a lot. So maybe that's why.
Maybe, but I mean, we have a variety of collectors here. This isn't,
that's true.
You know, this channel brings in a lot of variety of collectors from all over the world. And so to see so many people still say 1/4, we have a lot. We actually do have quite a few 1/12s. Rome Ross there with 1/4, but yeah, a lot of 1/4s and a lot of 1/3s. Pierre says 1/6.
We're all those 1/10 scale collectors from Iron Studios.
I know that's true. Reclaimer says I don't see a lot of channels focusing on 1/6, and you don't, at least statue wise.
Yeah, not statues, but
you do get figures.
There's a lot of figure channels.
Yeah, like Justin's Collectibles and some of those other channels that
Jetta Patrol.
Yeah, Jetta Patrol. All of those guys do a phenomenal job, and they're really into the figures and posing and everything else like that. But I am surprised by their poll, and again, I'm not sure I concur. I think I think still more people really like that quarter scale.
I know I do.
I do truly believe that we're going to see less and less quarter scales from Sideshow. I don't think we're going to see as many as we used to. I do feel like they're focusing on being a distributor and also smaller scale items. Would you concur? Do you think we're going to see as many?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much of that change is pandemic related. If I were Sideshow, I might try to be more of a distributor because then I don't have to worry about production, which is the major issue right now. So when the pandemic is over and done with, I don't know what Sideshow will do. We might see more quarter scale then.
I mean, Sideshow set themselves up to be, I mean, they're geniuses. The fact that they, like you said, they don't have to worry about some of this stuff. I mean, they do have to worry about some of this stuff for sure. Mm-hmm. And obviously getting product and delivering it on time is a giant nightmare and a headache. But not having to worry necessarily so much about your own stuff and just getting other people's stuff. I mean, that's brilliant. I mean, that is, you know, they set themselves up for very good success. Yeah. But anyway, I don't even remember what kicked that all off, but I don't remember. What were we talking about before? I've already lost my train of thought.
The scale thing. And then
what brought that up? Oh, the Back to the Future?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Barbie says that's because their customers are more entry level. Starting out at 1/6 is cheaper in general. 1/6 is the entry level drug, and yes, it is.
I went straight for quarter scale.
I did too. I went right. Yeah, I did. I went right for quarter, but they didn't have a lot of those other scales back then.
Yeah.
All right. Banners off. Let me share my screen. All right, can you guys see the Sideshow Con booth?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will give it to Sideshow once again. Their presentation looked very slick compared to last year's. You know, we remember how awful those were.
Yeah.
And so they've come a long way. I really like the stands that they use. I think they're beautiful. I love them.
I feel like some of the lights wash stuff out on some of the things.
I do agree with that. I think that they could use a little bit more overhead lighting in some cases. But in many cases, this was, like they said, they weren't going to show a lot of new things from themselves. They did do 2 days of reveals out of a full week.
Yeah.
And so I thought they might do a third day. I kind of wish they had, but anyway, they gave us 2, which is still cool. I want to start out with this one. This was, I feel like, one of the biggest hits of the show, at least for me. This is the Little Red Riding Hood Tale Fantasies. This is the J. Scott Campbell piece, and this is the newest in their line. But what do you guys think about this piece?
I love it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I might even buy it. I'm not sure. I've resisted this line before, but I'm thinking about it. And if I get her, I'm kind of thinking about Cinderella maybe.
I did have the one they don't show. I'm kind of surprised they don't show it. Is the mermaid one? They also have the mermaid.
Oh yeah.
But obviously we're gonna see a variant here too of the Alice in Wonderland. I feel like this is just an absolutely stunningly beautiful statue. I love it. Yep. I think this is one of the best face sculpts I've ever seen on a female statue. I mean, look at that.
Yep. I like how her arrows are kind of hidden in her basket underneath the blanket, underneath whatever that is there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
So that's fun. I love the tree. It kind of reminds me of like a Disneyland dark ride.
Yeah, it's like a hand coming up.
Yeah, with the dark forest.
Mm-hmm.
This one's also pretty big. If you look at it compared to some of the other ones, like she's pretty big. I think she pairs up nicely with Cinderella, like you said.
The Cinderella is very pretty. I saw it in a shop. It was surprising how pretty it is.
They'd be fun side by side, I think. I'm really tempted.
Really good price point on her, wasn't she? Like
$350, I think.
Yeah, $350. Which I think is very fair. Obviously, you know, it's got some sex appeal to these. J. Scott Campbell always, you know, it's not what's the word I'm looking? It's not bijou, right? It's can't think of the word, but
cakes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got cakes there for sure.
I love the footprints.
Yeah, the footprints are really nice.
Great.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Anyway, I love it. What's the chat? Cool. What's the chat saying about this one?
Love Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
This one's stunning. This is that's an easy divorce right there. Haha.
Somebody commented in the whatever. I don't remember where they commented, but they made a comment about this is BSC divorcing me if I got this. I did get the mermaid when I lived at my old house, but I had it out for a couple of days, and I'm like, it's just not appropriate.
And they have that in multiple colors, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think 3.
Yeah.
Two variants anyway.
Right.
But I just love this one, and I just love that portrait. Man,
that's a tree.
Yep.
Man, beautiful.
Some people wish that she had the fishnets that are in that illustration there.
Probably too hard to paint.
Probably, yeah. I think it looks great without it. I'm fine without it.
I do too. It classes her up a little bit without the fishnets.
Yeah.
Again, here's kind of, there's the mermaid. I did have a picture. So kind of, again, just she looks big. I mean, look how much bigger she is.
Yeah.
Than
a little higher on the base than everybody else.
Well, and it looks like from this photo that they have her front and center more.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
And they also brought up Tinkerbell so that way she looks bigger because she's a lot smaller.
Right.
So I think they'll probably pair up just like you said, but the whole line just looks really great together.
Yeah.
The other Alice one I like better than the regular.
You like the new one better?
From what I have not seen very many pictures of it, but just the glimpse and the video.
I've got a few photos, Jeff.
Yeah. She's holding playing cards instead of the pieces of the mushroom.
Is she supposed to be the Queen of Hearts?
That's kind of what I got. I mean, I feel it's like very Halloween like, but I do feel like it's kind of like the flip. Yeah, I think it is supposed to be like the Queen.
Yeah, this looks like every sorority Halloween party you ever go
How
to.
classy that looks, though.
It does look awesome. I just love it. I think we could pull that off in our Disney room.
Yeah.
I'll have to run it by the Mrs. BSC and see what happens. All right, let's move on to, again, PCS Con, because we have a lot of reveals. This is a 1/3 scale Wolverine, and this is from the video game. I can't remember exactly which video game it is. I think this one was sculpted by Franco.
It is.
Carlissimo, and he's an incredible sculptor. I don't know if he's worked on anything with PCS or Sideshow before.
He did that, the Thor that I'm getting, the XM.
Oh, the 3rd scale?
Yeah.
Okay. Incredible sculptor. Some of you might know him. He's done some beautiful custom work. But I think this one's awesome looking.
I don't like the portrait. It's like his head is too round or something. It doesn't look like Logan to me.
Let me.
I thought his head looked a little round too. That was my thing from the video.
It's my only complaint about the whole piece.
Did they say if they're only doing one head?
I don't know. Good question.
So just like 2 bulbous at the top, maybe, or
just the whole thing, even the exposed skin part. It looks like I get a cosplayer feel from it or something.
Well, and now that you said that, I feel like the head just looks oversized, maybe.
Oh, that could be.
Like a little bit bobbleheady.
There's something going on there.
But I do think that the sculpt is really well done. I love the colors. The base is really cool with all the silver elements of the gate. It kind of reminds me, this is like what I would like for like an Arkham base. Like,
oh, yeah.
Something like, I know Tweeterhead did the Scarecrow kind of similar to that. But I really like the colors. And again, this is 3rd scale. So maybe if they tweak the head a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've got the Sideshow PF, and I measure every Wolverine against that piece because I love it so much. And this one just doesn't compare to me at all in the portrait.
And again, it is a video game, so it's a little bit maybe more stylized than maybe we would see from another Wolverine possibly. But I do like the colors. What do the chat say about this one? Do they like this one, or do they agree with you about the head?
There's quite a bit of consensus on the head is throwing the thing off.
A few people are saying that they're going to fix the head and that there is going to be a second portrait.
Okay. I know Ant definitely listens to feedback. Ant Adams, he's one of the owners of PCS. And did you get kind of the vibe that PCS is really trying to, move up the ladder here?
Sure seems that way.
Yeah.
It was quite a show for them.
It really was. I mean, that's why I said it was basically PCS Con or Hot Toys Con.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was excited for collectors that might want this one. We also got another one from PCS, and this is, of course, I can't. Was this quarter scale?
I think it was 1/6.
1/6.
Yep.
And so
it's very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I love the colors. It obviously has some kind of like some translucent materials. Did you see like even the base, like that? It has that fire look on the rocks.
Yeah.
It almost looks like there's a light on it, but there's not. Looks really good. Lots of detail. I don't know if you guys saw these pictures, but for 1/6, that's quite a bit of detail.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like it.
It's nice. So I don't know price point on this one. I know sometimes PCS items can be a bit pricey.
Yeah.
For sure.
Didn't they do the prints on motorcycle?
Yes.
I don't think that's gone up to order.
I don't believe it has yet. And it's a beautiful piece. Again, lots of great detail here. I think this one will be popular with collectors at this scale. Obviously, if 1/6 is as popular as we are told.
It might have been cool to have a light up feature on this piece.
I'm actually amazed it does not. It just looks like it's just begging for it.
Yeah, I think so too.
And maybe that's something that they can add.
Yeah.
Based on feedback. But I mean, good Lord, have like especially if it was like a flickering light.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. And this is great for somebody that couldn't afford the XM piece.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that XM is a grail for so many people. Anyway, I think it looks great. Again, lots of great detail throughout. Chains. Let's see. Okay, we'll move on to this one. I know Mr. Delaney really wanted to see this one up close. And after seeing her up close, again, this is a 3rd scale. You might have remembered we talked about Vampirella. And I thought she was really beautiful. They're going to tweak her face as well. Again, listening to customer feedback, which is always great. But Jeff, what did you think of how she turned out?
I'm kind of ho-hum on it. I think it's fine. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's any better than the one that Sideshow did years ago. The base seems larger than it needs to be. The hounds, I guess they're supposed to be statues. I thought they were going to be actual evil hounds at her side, but they look like they're just supposed to be statues next to her.
I agree. The chat is saying plain.
Yeah, it's
a little plain.
It's not. It just didn't knock my socks off like I wanted it to.
Do you think that if they changed her expression, people would change their mind a little?
I think it would help.
That's the thing is I think that she is beautiful. I think the paint looks great. Obviously her, body is incredible.
Yeah.
So if I leave it here, I'll get more views on the channel.
Yeah.
But
subscribers.
I just wonder if maybe it's the expression. Like maybe if she was like showing something. The only other thing that bothered me, and maybe this is just me, and I don't have a full shot, but I felt like her hips were wide and then her legs got super, super skinny.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Almost to a point where she looked like top heavy kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It did look like everything like a V.
Yeah.
Like the base or something needed to balance out.
Yeah, something.
Everything in the upper part.
But I did feel like, just even the knees up, like everything looked good sculpt wise.
Yeah.
And there's another look at those dogs. Kind of gold color.
Those should be like slobbering, red-eyed, evil hellhounds.
Instead of statues, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why are they even there?
So that would be an easy fix because they've already got the sculpt. They could easily do that. But again, I just feel like the face is a little ho-hum, like you said.
I think overall, PCS could benefit from a little more detail. There's kind of when I look at their stuff, I feel like maybe it's like blown up from a smaller scale. It's almost.
That's the thing. For it to be as big as it is, they're missing a lot of details.
And the price it is.
Yeah, their prices are kind of crazy.
I think you kind of pinpointed. I think it needs to have more detail because otherwise it looks a little bit like PVC to me.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Like her hair. I mean, can you see that? It looks a little plasticky.
Mm-hmm.
She's got great detail, but it's just like I think maybe you hit the nail on the head. Why sometimes if it just had a little bit more to it.
Well, the Red Riding Hood's hair looked more natural.
Yep.
Than this does.
I would agree.
Because at that scale, that they could do a whole hairline of little pieces to.
Yep, 100%. Vampirella's back there if you guys wanted to see her back there, but I think
she looked better than this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so they are fixing her face, Chris?
Yep, they are. They listen to feedback. I think they're actually fixing both faces.
If they knock that out of the park, it's going to be real tempting.
Yeah, I'm hoping they update us soon because people already have it up for pre-order. I mean, people have already ordered it.
It doesn't fit my collection, but boy, oh boy,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did have. So do you see how? I don't know. Do you see how her legs just kind of taper? It looks like she's like a little bit too small.
Her legs seem short.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know, or maybe her knees need to go. I don't know, something just didn't look right with me with the bottom half.
Paula says loves to hear us talking about women's hair.
Who said that?
Paula.
Paula, that's funny.
Yeah, it does look like a wig, though.
Paula, just keep in mind we have absolutely no idea what we're talking about most of the time. So. Another big, this one got a lot of attention. These 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre pieces, again, 1/3 scale. I think these look incredible. What do you guys think?
Not my cup of tea, but they do look incredible.
Yeah, not my cup of tea
That
either.
one
It's
looks
not
a little better than the other one, I think.
This one has more to it for sure. It's definitely got more to the base. This one I like with the barbed wire. I think that was really cool. But this one obviously tells maybe a little bit more of a story with the door. But again, lots of detail. And again, I feel like these have more detail, but these do have the clothing elements. So maybe that adds a little something. I had a conversation with the collector today that was upset about the Captain America by Queen Studios, that it didn't have fabric on it. Because he felt like that a lot of other half scales have fabric. And I said, well, like the Batman from Prime 1 only had the cape. And the Wonder Woman was sculpted. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about fabric elements? Do you think that brings the piece to life in movie pieces like this, or would you still rather see it fully sculpted?
For the Captain America, I think the sculpted will turn out better.
Yeah.
I think, and that's a hard costume. There's so many layers to that costume that, and get at that size. I think there's a lot more room for things to go wrong.
Yeah, I could see that. But again, congratulations to anybody that picks this up. This is available on Sideshow right now. And again, you have you can get both of them together. And I think that was 2,000 something, or you can get them each individually.
Yeah.
So
I think it was more like 3.
Oh, was it 3? It might be.
Because they were.
Yeah, it's 3,000 for the pair.
Okay, 3,000 for the 2.
I thought they were close to 1,500 a piece.
I think they're like 1,680 a piece or something like that.
That's pricey.
Or 3,000 pair.
And that's a little bit more chainsaw action than I would want.
Yeah.
That big.
I have to stop for just a second because we are 1 subscriber away from 30K, folks. 1 subscriber away. So if any of you watching haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so you could be the 30K person. How cool would that be? All right. So I just had to say that real quick. Hopefully we'll get there during the show. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go back into screen share.
By the way, day 16, Deadpool watch.
Gee, Merry Christmas. And did you complete your scuba diving lessons like I told you?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. This was also from PCS. Again, PCS Con. Oh my gosh, 3,003. 30,003, I mean.
Oh, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden. Thank you guys so very much. You guys put us over the edge. 30,004. Look at how many people are pouring in now. Thank you guys so very much. 30,005. Oh my gosh. All right, I've got to take a screenshot real quick, guys. Pardon me. I just want to take a second while we're here paused. I want to thank everybody that has supported this channel and subscribed and watched this content. This is just absolutely incredible. I'm so excited. I can't believe we're going to get to give away that statue now. That is awesome. All right, let me go into my little social thing here so I can take my screenshot. Hopefully it shows. There it is right there. Boom. Well, that feels pretty good.
That is very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much. That is awesome. Thank you, everybody that helped put me over or put us over for sure. That is awesome. 30,007. So thank you, a lot of you guys. Thank you again. Thank you very, very much. Again, it just means the world to me that you're here. So thank you. Okay, I'll quit blabbering now. Okay, let's go back in. I know you're here to see us talk about some photos. So let's do it. Okay. All right, this is where we left off. This is Chin Li, right? Or Chung Li?
Yeah, and that was a Tuesday surprise.
It was. It wasn't actually at the con, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was there. Okay.
It was at the end of the stream on Tuesday. They kind of said, "Oh, look, something's here," and there she was.
So again, another PCS piece. This is obviously is this a wedding figure? I'm assuming. What? I don't know. Do you guys know?
This is her wedding dress. I mean, she has her regular outfit, but she got married, and this was her. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it, but I know that.
Well, she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah, there are several statues of her, but this is, I think, the first time we've seen the wedding one, at least in this scale.
Yeah. So I think, and this is 3rd scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is just a beautiful sculpt. So I can imagine a lot of collectors. I mean, it's definitely something different in that Street Fighter line.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I like the portrait, and I like everything about it. It's just not something I collect.
This one is that one that Jeff liked better. This is, I guess we'll call her Queen of Hearts, I guess. I just feel like she looked kind of like more like a Halloween version. I thought that was more orange, but it's actually red and black. So I think that's exactly what it is, Jeff.
She's very cool.
Beautiful face on her. Again, that J. Scott Campbell portrait. It's definitely something different too.
Yeah.
The cat stands out a lot more on this one than I think the other one did.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat looks great. And yeah, the colors are definitely different. So it'd be cool to pick up both of these. I know a lot of people that collect this line have picked up all the variants. So
yeah.
And I would imagine the ES won't be massive on this one.
I don't know.
Or maybe I might be wrong.
I think they do very well on these.
You see them in a lot of shops, so I think they're pretty popular.
Yeah.
They're just a great size, to collect, and the price point's pretty fair too.
Mm-hmm.
I threw in this one. This one is Critical, or is it Critical Role? Yeah, Critical Role. I don't know much about these lines, but they did show these. I think these might have been 1/6 or 1/5, maybe.
Not sure.
Not sure. This is a game, I think. PCS also did the Dolph Lundgren for the Rocky series that they're doing. There's going to be a couple of different looks. But I wanted to talk about the portrait. What do you guys think about the likeness to the actor here?
Tough to be that big.
Yeah. There was one angle. I feel like that angle looks pretty good. I feel like that's his profile.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like from the front, it doesn't look like him enough. It looks like a Barbie doll Ken.
Well, that's kind of PCS. I mean, I think this is better than the 2 Rockies they've done.
Yeah. I would agree. I think the sculpt is very good, but I mean, I've seen some really good likenesses from them, like The Rock, like some of the wrestling ones.
Well, that's the best I've seen is The Rock.
What?
That's the best one I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Their wrestlers seem to be better than that, except for what was the last one?
They had The Undertaker, and they had Steve Austin.
No, the real famous one, the blonde guy.
Oh, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan and
Macho Man.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm thinking of. His face seemed kind of funky.
Yeah, neither one of those. Again, I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5, and so I grew up with all those guys, and I've met a lot of them actually too. And those 2 in particular, I think, are their least like the actor, least like the wrestler. I feel like the Undertaker one's pretty good. The Austin one's pretty good. The Ultimate Warrior one was okay. The Ric Flair one was pretty close. But I'm like, why do you think they can't get some of these other ones as close? Do you think it's just a different artist?
I don't know.
I assume so. I mean, I'd be interested in a Rocky if they could nail the portrait, but they haven't done it yet. No one has done a Rocky better than Blitzway did.
Yeah, Blitzway's was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's really hard to compete against anything that Blitzway does in terms of sculpts. But anyway, I was excited that they're coming out with him to pair up with Rocky if you do have that piece. Again, 3rd scale. I don't think that they said anything about the price point.
Yeah.
But I would assume
they haven't done a Rocky 4 yet, so it's kind of funny they bring Dolph out.
Well, maybe that'll be something next then with the
Maybe.
red, white, and blue shorts. Living in America. Get my James Brown going here. They also PCS also showed. Is it Bebop or Rocksteady? Which one?
I think Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. I think that makes sense. Anyway, they showed this one for part of their. I don't know, what would you call it? It's kind of like a comic book line or animated line. But I think he turned out pretty cute.
Yeah.
And like,
but
this is
still could have some skin detail.
Yeah, it's very, very smooth. Everywhere is very smooth. That's why I still feel like sometimes these feel a little bit like vinyl-y.
Yeah.
Just because it's so smooth. But I like the design of him. Sideshow also had these. Now, of course, we saw these at another event that they had over in California. But I do feel like we were able to see the detail a little bit better in these photos. And again, I just feel like these are going to be absolutely incredible. A lot of buzz about these. I talked to Chad this week from Tweeterhead, and I know that he's really excited about some of these pieces. You know, he's frustrated with some of these delays, just like you guys are, with all these shipping container issues. But I know that Tweeterhead has a tremendous amount of things that are on the cooking, so to speak, and fans are going to be very, very excited about where this line goes. He even revealed some characters to me. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say yet, but definitely some characters coming out that you guys are going to enjoy. But anyway, look at that detail. See, I mean, look at that detail. Like
that looks so good painted.
Yeah, that's the kind of detail we should see in the PCS pieces.
Yep.
Or at least to some degree. I mean, at least something. But I mean, look. I mean, there's scales within scales on this guy. I mean, it's just really impressive. And even Trap Jaw. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to see these painted. We also had He-Man and Battle Cat, and this is, I believe, a slightly smaller scale, if I remember right.
Yep, that's 1/6.
Chad did definitely said that they are hopeful to do a Skeletor to pair up with this guy. They don't know exactly what it's going to be like yet, but they're definitely excited to bring that to the fans. And I think this piece is really exciting. It's really a great action pose.
I think it's awesome.
Battle Cat. So anyway, great pose. Great. Again, you can just really see the next level of sculpting that Tweeterhead's doing right now. And I continue to be super excited for that company.
It's really dynamic.
It really is. I threw in some hot toys because this was a big focus of their show. Jeff, you're gonna have to help me out on this. If some of these pieces brand new or are they old?
I think this may be out.
Was this a reissue though?
Well, I don't know. This may be.
I feel like this is a new reissue. I think
this may be from Return of the Jedi. Looking at the base,
yeah, it looks like
because it looks like there's plants. They did one from The Mandalorian. I think the bike looked a little newer.
I like it. It looks cool. I like the detail, the weathering on the costume. We also got to see some of these that we maybe hadn't seen at an event yet. We have King Shark, which I still think looks really great. And this one I think is this from Bad Batch?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, it says in the corner. Yeah, Bad Batch. So this one got some attention, I know.
Yeah.
From some folks.
That's a really fun show, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
I still have not seen it.
It's really fun.
This one has the unmasked portrait. These guys are all brothers, right?
No.
Okay.
I thought they were. What are they're not related?
They're like a rogue group. They're good guys.
Good guys. All right.
No, I mean they're like a group that have fought together and kind of decided to go their own way instead of taking orders.
That's cool. I like it. We got to see some close-ups of the What If series. Again, I like that animated style.
Yep.
I'm glad they stuck with those. Fun pieces.
Wonderful. Good. That one's really cool. It's it's kind of pricey, but it's really cool.
It is, and it's big.
That's going to be big, though.
Yeah, real big.
I think it's 24 inches.
Easy.
Yeah, I would concur. This one got some buzz a little bit too. This is, of course, from the new FETS series. I believe this one airs at the end of December. They announced, but this one, obviously, the whole throne, which is fun. It's got that the Jabba base. Really neat. We also have from Shang-Chi.
These look amazing.
I know some people were initially complaining about the likeness. Jeff, do you think it's there?
For me, it looks pretty good. It's better than that big boxer from Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I know who it is, so.
Did you guys see the movie?
Not yet.
I've not.
It's fun. I liked it.
I still haven't seen Black Widow yet.
Well, that one's on Disney Plus now. You got to see that one.
Oh, is it on there now?
Yeah.
It's on free.
Okay, I'm watching it tonight then.
The one that surprised me was the Cruella.
I loved it.
Very good.
I love Cruella. I think they've already planned a sequel now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They should. She was fantastic in that film. We also got to see some Carnage and Venom from the new movie. Heard that movie is doing just okay. But
I thought it did really well last weekend.
I think it did real well.
Maybe it
like
did.
90 million.
Maybe I'm just looking. Maybe I'm just looking, reading some reviews that people were saying it was just okay.
It was the biggest. I think they said the most money since the pandemic.
Oh wow, so that's pretty impressive. Well, maybe I'll have to check it
Venom
out.
figure has gone to wait list.
That's awesome.
They haven't even started shipping them from Sideshow yet.
Crazy. This one we also talked about in the last show, but they actually had it on display. This is that Poison and Hugo. I think, right? Hugo? I think it's his name.
Yep. I want Poison.
I know. I still, that was a lot of complaints that.
I don't want Hugo.
Yeah, people can't just buy Poison by herself, but.
I want Poison.
Yeah. You can go over whenever you're done with the show, go across the street and knock on Sideshow's door.
Well, it's not Sideshow.
Well, I guess that's true, but.
It's PCS, right?
Yep. Just hit up Ant and say, "Hey, Ant, what's the deal with that?"
Yeah. What is up with that?
Here's another Hot Toys piece again from that What If series. I think it looks good. And then they also had. I love this one.
Yeah.
This one's my favorite. I still have not seen other than the first episode yet. Just been too busy here lately, but this one I love. I think it looks great.
They're hit or miss, those episodes.
That's kind of what I hear. I heard this one was pretty good though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Captain Carter episode, the first one, I think is one of the best.
I just love the animation style.
Yeah.
This one's from The Mandalorian. Again, I think this one looks great. The likeness is phenomenal.
That's a really cool piece.
It is. I just think it's so much fun. Looks good. All right. So we are done with Sideshow Con.
Yay.
Yay. That was it, folks. I mean, there wasn't a lot of other stuff, which again, we were, I guess, sad to say that there wasn't more, but it is what it is.
Are they going to do anything for Fandome?
I have heard nothing.
I wonder.
Speaking of Fandome, this is coming up next week, I believe. And we're really excited about this. XM, to kind of counteract some of the stuff Sideshow is doing. I thought that they had a more exciting presentation for sure, even though we just had some renders and things like that. But this was the very first thing that we, or one of the first ones we got this week, maybe a Monday or Tuesday. And this, of course, is The Dark Knight Returns. Our friend Eric, who's not here tonight, he did blow up some of these or brighten them up. And I think this looks phenomenal. What do you guys think?
You got the most recent picture, right? There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So I'm not sure if I love it as much. I love it here. I'm not sure yet on this. I want to see more. Of course, I am not a giant Dark Knight Returns fan.
It's not my favorite Batman, but
yeah, not my favorite Batman. But I do think this one, it looks like he has a fabric cape. But surely that can't be fabric. No, that's sculpted.
it looks like it may be
Yeah,
Flocked.
I'm looking at it now. It looks flocked, but it's sculpted.
It's absolutely sculpted, but
Yeah.
I agree that it looks more like a fabric cape than any other sculpted cape I've ever seen.
The detail here is really impressive. I really like what I'm seeing from the suit. I would assume there'll be some head swap outs for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're able to do bloody or not anymore. It seems like Warner Brothers is really tightening their reins on what can be done, specifically no guns pointing. But anyway, this is 1/4 and
1/6.
can you even tell I changed slides? I'm going back and forth between pictures here. This one is 1/6. So they're obviously, again, they're going to be doing all of these pieces in 1/6, and then I'll flip it to this next screen, and then we got 1/4 right here. So again, I don't know if going down to 1/6 will reduce any detail. I'm assuming they use the same photo for the same both scales. So you might see a little detail lost in the 6 scale, but I still love the fact that they're doing that for collectors.
Yeah, and I actually am a big fan of the series, but I'm not sure that I need a statue representing that series. Like you, I want to see more pictures. But looking at this portrait, for example, I'm not sure he looks old enough.
Yeah, he does look younger to me. He needs to be older. And like I said, that maybe that we'll see some other portraits.
Yeah.
But we also got this one here. This is the Samurai Nightwing. I was hoping Dan would be here tonight to get his take on this one because I know he's collected the Samurai series.
I think it's Red Hood.
Oh, what did I say?
Nightwing.
Geez, sorry guys. Red Hood, sorry. And so we got this teaser right here, and then this is the other teaser we got today for Fandome. So Fandom, this is another look at him. So obviously we have, this is going to be more of an unmasked or a masked portrait with his hair. And this is going to be another portrait. So obviously we've been able to see 2 portraits now. I know Samurai line is not everybody's cup of tea, but what's your initial take, guys?
I think this is going to be really popular. I think it looks really cool.
I like the helmet.
Yeah, I do too. I think it looks really good. Again, I'm not sure how samurai it looks to me. It looks a little bit more modern, futuristic to me, but I do think that this one, like you said, it will do very, very well. I like that they use kind of the robe as the costume. But yeah, I think this one will be equally as popular, if not more popular than some of their other pieces. It doesn't look to be much of like an action pose.
Right.
Just kind of him standing there guarding something. But obviously I think I don't know if we'll actually see something from DC Fandom during their show, their live stream, or if XM will just
didn't they do the Shuko or the Batman Joker last year?
Oh, was that during Fandom?
I think so.
It might have been. God, if they
put them both up to pre-order during. They did the pair.
Yeah. Yes. I can't believe that's because they got that out quick then.
They did get that out quick.
Like crazy quick.
Yeah. That was one of those things where it was much less than a year.
Well, maybe we'll see this one first then too.
I'm pretty sure it was like that during Fandom.
This is one I'm very excited about. So this was our tease. We've been teased this from time to time, but this is from the White Knight, Sean Murphy, who Eric got to meet today, which is awesome. He got some books signed by him. I also met Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder and some others today, which is awesome. Again, want to give a shout out to Eric for providing that amazing footage today. Thanks everybody that's watched it. I've got 2 more videos, guys, coming out. I've got a Choice Fine Art booth tour, and then also an hour-long walking tour. Just an easy stroll through New York Comic Con if you want to experience the sights and sounds of that event. Those will probably go up tomorrow or tonight. So we'll wait and see. But anyway, just want to thank Eric again. So again, this was Sean Murphy's White Knight, and here is the reveal. What do you guys think?
Looks fun. Is that going to be in both sizes?
I am not clear. They only showed a 1/4. So I would imagine probably only 1/4 is my guess. Although I would
imagine they'd sell a lot of that in 1/6.
I agree. So maybe that's something they're tossing around. This is going to be a monstrous piece. It's going to be massive at quarter scale. Here are some more. These are additional photos that we haven't shown, I don't think, of some of the parts that they're working on. Again, you can kind of get an idea here. Here's the person sitting here about the size of the bike. So it's going to be big.
It's interesting that they're calling it the Batcycle version. Does that mean there's another version?
I wonder how else they could do it, because he's sitting down.
I know, but look at that. It says, why does it say bites? I mean, it's obviously on the Batcycle.
They may be doing, like a freestanding version of that Batman.
I bet you that they're going to do a freestanding and a Joker. And then this will be a third piece in that line for people that can't get the bike. That would make sense to me.
Does the mouth look a little weird?
It's a little bit frumpy looking, but I think it's because of the art style.
Okay.
I mean, that Sean Murphy art style
looks like the style.
Okay.
I mean, it was such a unique illustration in those books, I don't know if it's spot on. I'd have to really study it, but I do like the way it looks. I think this was going to be really fun. I'm really hoping to be able to review this one for the channel.
This is another cape that, boy, oh boy, that could be like a pleather, but it's not.
It looks like a pleather. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
I hope it's like a really thin polystone. I really worry about breakage, but
they did that with their first Samurai Batman. It's a beautiful cape, but it's a light sculpted cape.
Yeah, I think it has to be, because look how far it's going up.
Yeah.
So anyway, this out of all the things they showed, this is I'm most interested about this one. I'm really excited to see this one. I think it's going to be a very highly collectible piece. I'm a little bit worried about the price point, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you can see how big it is. I mean, it's big. I can't remember if we've shown this one or talked about it. I can't remember this. This one came up, so I threw it in here. This is that Lobo.
Yeah.
And this is quarter scale.
It looks pretty cool.
I think it's got a lot of great detail. Dog looks good. So I think this could be a popular piece as well.
I agree.
So anyway, Lobo there from XM. Here's some photos from yesterday, I believe. This is their brand new Godzilla piece. Talk about dining room tables.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at that.
Yeah, looks like they've got 6 tables there or 4.
Yeah, they have 4 giant, or maybe 6. You might be right. So where do you put that? And not only do you need that for the base, look at the width of the length of the tail outside of the base.
Yeah.
So you're talking, I would say, more than a dining room table.
Yeah.
Like who buys this?
Now I wonder if this was like the completed looking piece.
I think
it
so.
seemed a little lackluster.
I think this is it. I have not heard a tremendous amount of positive feedback for these Godzilla pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to compare to that Prime 1 thing, because it looks so real, and this looks kind of, maybe it's supposed to be the 60s Godzilla.
I believe it is. And that could be why it's maybe a little bit more simple looking.
Because the buildings don't look very realistic. And
there's Ben Ang. You can see him right next to it. So that gives you an idea how big it is. It's almost like half scale size. But again, I can't even imagine the price on this. I can't imagine the shipping on this.
Yeah.
God bless whoever gets it, because you're going to need a big house.
Yeah.
These are some of the professional photos of it, so you can display it by itself. 2 characters there. So yeah, again, I just feel like it's very, very difficult to compete against that Prime 1 piece. Like Jeff said, that piece was so incredible and so well detailed.
Yeah, if you're going to go for a Godzilla that big, I would want the most realistic looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They also had a couple busts. I don't know if these are what size these are. I guess I'm trying to say. I guess I don't know if these are like I don't know, life-size busts or whatever you're calling them. I don't know. What do you think of these guys?
It looks cool.
I think this looks better to me than the other statue did.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one I'm not as crazy about.
He looks too happy.
He looks like, you know, I mean, he does look like like those old claymation dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just.
He looks like he's at his birthday party. He's
yeah.
like,
oh boy, can I blow up the candles? Pretty please. But it's a pretty sizable piece. It doesn't look massive. But let's see if this side, yeah, he looks pretty happy over here too.
Yep.
Just feel like, why so serious? Love it.
Then it's got some red going on.
Yeah, it's got some detail. I mean, anyway, I think like you said, I'm a little ho-hum, but I'm not a big Godzilla fan. So, but I am a fan of this piece. I think this is looking beautiful.
Costume looks good. Base looks good.
They have tweaked her face a number of times with the unmasked portrait as well, and so.
Are they going to tweak it again?
She's supposed to be shipping soon, I think.
Oh, okay.
But Lord knows she's probably stuck with your
Deadpool.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure they'd get along all right.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I would get along real well with Salina, I think. But I wish this was quarter scale. If this was quarter, I think that I would buy it.
Do we have some more pictures of her face?
I don't from the event.
Okay.
No. Well, I take that back. Let me do something real quick. Can you see this here?
Yeah.
Is this on the screen? Big? Okay, so this was the Godzilla. I guess we can talk about some other pieces too. This was I forgot I had the video queued up. But this was another piece that was on display there. I can't remember who this is.
That's isn't it like Sheena the Jungle Girl or something?
Oh yeah, Jungle Queen.
Jungle Queen.
Frank Cho. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And the top is removable.
Oh. Well.
Yep.
That just sold some more statues there, Delaney. For sure. We also got to see, this was really cool because this was the Scarecrow I had in the Batcave.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool to see it on display in New York. I'm glad it arrived, hopefully somewhat safely. Very fragile piece when they're prototypes. But anyway, that's on display. Let's get to Catwoman here. Let me just go ahead and move. Had Joker Orochi on there.
Looks good.
Yeah, that was just such a cool piece in person.
I'm still kind of sort of wishing I ordered that Batman Shugo. That was that's a pretty cool piece.
It is a cool piece. I really like it too. I just don't, unless I had a Batman only wall like I talked about, like I can't see it fitting in.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And I have the first one, so it's like, do I need it? But it's just cool.
Let's see. They also had the Penguin on display. Sorry, I can't use the slider bar with this sharing thing on, but this also might be the same Penguin because I think I sent this back to them as well. This is, of course, GFX out of New York that displays all these amazing pieces. I would assume XM wanted to be there in person, but because of travel restrictions and things, I'm sure they couldn't get over here.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's always awesome to see these pieces. Again, you can see the full video, guys, on the channel if you want to watch it after the fact. Speaking of this guy, let's look at him real quick. Yeah, he does look awesome.
Yeah, and he's got several portraits, and the base is so cool, and it's a nice piece. It would look cool next to the first one.
Yeah, it would. I love the base.
Yeah.
But really neat. So ornate.
It's fun. I'm not a big fan of most of the samurai ones, but that is Batman enough to be.
How about Wonder Woman Courage? We've talked a little bit about this one before, but get to see her on display. What do you guys think?
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't think it's $3,100 nice, but it's nice.
I can't see this being as popular as Sanity.
No, I don't think so either.
And obviously that's kind of what they wanted to capitalize on here, clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the screaming portraits are just hard to make look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Would it help?
It just seems kind of.
Yeah. Would it help if maybe she had a different portrait swap out? I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't see that much money in it.
Her villains just aren't as interesting as Batman's.
Yeah.
No.
Or as well known.
Correct.
Yeah, because everybody knows who most of them are.
Yeah, everybody knows Batman villains. But there's a lot of great sculpting here. Obviously, I think the characters themselves look nice. There is, of course, a color version. They had that one hidden. They did give Eric a sneak peek. He did send me some footage today of that. So very similar, but anyway, cool piece. Here's the Catwoman here. We'll see what you guys think. If we can look at her face a little bit better. I just think that's beautiful. I like it. But I'm pretty easy going with Catwoman most of the time. I like the character. Base is nice.
Yep.
Again, this is 6 scale. A lot of nice details.
Oh, it's a backpack.
Yeah, it's like a purse. Yeah, it's like a backpack. That's exactly what it is.
Based on the contents, that would be a very heavy backpack.
Yes, it would. She must work out.
I think she could carry it though.
Yeah, she probably does some like squats and stuff.
I don't know. For me, it's not doing it, but
just the scale or the face?
The face. I feel like the cap. You know, if the face isn't right, it's a black suit. There's not a lot going on.
You think $479 is fair for a 6 scale piece? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
More than I would want to spend.
Yeah, me too.
I would go a little bit more and get a premium format of Catwoman that I like. The face is better. I like the new Catwoman better than this one.
Yeah, I have the last Catwoman, and I like both of those portraits better than this one.
Yeah, I've got that Catwoman too, and the portraits, either portrait's better.
I agree.
There was kind of that sneak peek right there of the color version of the Wonder Woman.
Right.
Me, I personally like the marble one again.
Mm-hmm.
They also had the reverse flash on display.
You know what I really like from this line, and you're probably about to show it, is that Superman recovery suit is a dynamite piece.
It is.
And
it is really nice.
You know what? The Lex Luthor goes with it really well.
It does.
Those are two really good pieces.
This one's very, very dynamic.
Yeah.
The way they have him, I'm not a big fan of that kind of lean though. Like it's really leaning forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. I wish you could see it better at a regular angle than it being very kind of down.
Yeah. They also have the Green Lantern on display, and I think he looks pretty good.
He does look good.
I still don't think you can top the Sideshow piece, though.
I agree.
No.
It is about as perfect as you can get.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of the suit. I guess that's it.
I do like the base, though. I like that kind of sewer base with the grate.
It kind of looks like he's sliding in with an arrow.
Would make an excellent Killer Croc base.
That Hawkman is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's grown on me. It looked better here on display than I thought I would like. I thought I would like it anyway.
How much is that one? That thing looks huge.
It's got to be pretty pricey. This is not quarter though, right?
No.
Yeah, if it was quarter, I'd be thinking about it.
This is the Super Sons. I'm not as wowed by this one.
Cape. I didn't like the Superman kid. Is it Connor Kent?
No. Darn, what was it?
John.
Yeah, Jonathan Kent, I think. Maybe. I can't remember. I think John.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I just don't. I think the Prime 1 piece is better than this one.
Yeah.
In terms of sculpt.
But 829, man.
Yeah.
Eek.
Yeah. There's your Hawkman right there.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I like it better than I thought I would.
600
for Hawkman. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah. The base is cool. I like how he's kind of like, flying off of it.
Yeah.
And the wings aren't taking up the amount of real estate it could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope that was the that lighter material again. So some of these I've actually had in the Batcave. Not this piece, but I think this piece looks really great.
That's fun.
I like it.
I always like that superpower suit better. But I think they did a really good job with the colors here. I think the base looks cool and the just very shiny metallics. And like you said, it just pairs really well with this line overall.
What is the story with the suit? Is that like something he made or something he stole? Or
I don't know that, but I think Lex becomes Superman in that story for a period.
Okay. I wonder because he has the S.
That makes sense. This one I had in the Batcave, and it's phenomenal in person. The colors are amazing. I also had Bizarro in the Batcave, and they both are really well done. There's Catwoman again. But anyway, that Superman is really well done, like you said. It's just very, very awesome. All right, that was all the new pieces, or the pieces that were on display. So I'll go ahead and get out of this. And we'll get back to that. Okay, let's go back into the photos. Again, 156 people still watching. Thank you, guys. Please hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's go back into the photos. We don't have a ton more to go, but let's do a few more here. Let's see. Just had some photos of what we just looked at. This one I threw in here. Did you guys see this one?
I think so. Can you make it bigger?
This what?
Can you make it bigger?
Yeah. This is Desaad from the Snyder Cut. This is that same company, and now I'm escaping me now. It's the same one that did the
Weta.
Weta. Yeah, the Jared Leto Joker. But the details here are really, really awesome. I've got some close-ups. Look at that face.
Yeah, they do good stuff.
Weta is really doing some impressive things with this movie. Incredible texturing here. I believe this was quarter scale, if I remember right.
The line, I think the whole line is.
But I just thought that was really cool. They just showed that this week.
I want a better look at their Nightmare Batman.
Yeah, that could be really neat.
Yeah.
But obviously they're putting a lot of detail in this, and it's sizable. Look at the size of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so curious whether they're going to do a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman.
I would bet so.
Yeah.
I mean, if they have this license and they're able to get actors like Leto, I would assume. I threw these in here today because I thought this was kind of exciting. They're showed the Batman Legos from the new movie. So people that like to collect the Lego Batmobiles, this is a Technic piece. I talked to George from MCE today, and his first thought was, looks like something from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And it does. I don't know if it'll translate as well to Lego form, but looks like it might be a fun build.
That's cool.
Especially the back, like it looks cool.
So I have a funny story for you. My son was way into Legos, and things were getting out of hand. So we got some shelving for him to display stuff and bins to put all his loose pieces. And he lost interest in Lego.
Of course. Of course. This is kind of cool. You can see the Riddler.
Oh, yeah.
Is kind of that ex, I think it's like an ex-Navy SEAL mask. You can find this exact mask on eBay. It's pretty neat.
It's a
or Navy
cold weather
Yeah.
Under 0 temperatures.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
So did Queen Studios really announce a new Batman today with a graphic of a green question mark?
Yes.
Wasn't that a bit confusing?
Well, they said something about was that Queen that announced that?
I thought it was.
There's somebody else.
Oh, JND.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. So I didn't think Queen sounded right. Yeah. JND announced because some of their stuff has been delayed, of course, and they announced, but they said something about a gruff voice.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be just Batman.
It just was such a weird way to announce it.
Yes.
It looked like Riddler, and suddenly, oh, it's a gruff voice. Okay.
Yeah. Who else did that? Was it Sideshow that did that last year with the question mark?
I don't remember.
And everybody jumped on the fact that, oh, it's got to be Riddler, and then they didn't do it.
They're teasing you, Chris.
Well, the thing is, if none of these companies will give us a damn Riddler, at least Lego will.
There you go.
So anyway, I thought these were kind of fun. And then, of course, they had some of the smaller sets as well. So you can get a little Batmobile. And I thought the Batcave was kind of fun. Yeah, the Batcave looked neat.
Oh, that is neat.
So it gives you kind of an idea of what it's going to look like in the movie. With all the gadgets over here, I thought that was kind of neat. Anyway,
I thought the description of it was Batcave and Riddler showdown. So,
oh, okay. Well, I guess we know that Riddler finds the cave, which is exactly what he did in the other movie that he was in with Jim Carrey. It drives me nuts when they borrow from the same movies they put out.
Yeah.
There's so many similarities, and I think they do.
I wonder if it was because the upper part of the piece looks like it's in the city.
Maybe so. I don't know. I guess
Main
we'll find
terminal.
out. We'll find out. I'm ready. Well, yeah, you can see it back here. Maybe he's got a Batcave in the terminal somewhere.
Maybe it's not at the house.
Yeah, maybe this is like a separate office or something, or a separate Batcave. Wayne Terminus. Yeah, Wayne Terminal. That's neat. Oh, yeah, that's the Back to the Future. Oh, here's the Robocop.
There you go.
That looks good.
Doesn't it look good?
I mean, that looks really... And you said that's silicone?
Yeah, just that part there.
So are they now the second company to do that, or third?
I don't know.
And what scale is this?
This is quarter scale.
Interesting.
But it's $1,160.
That's a lot. But it looks damn good, though.
It looks great. And it does not come with the car. The base is cool, but it's not terribly large or.
It's like a Terminator base.
Yeah, and they're going to be doing a Terminator. So gosh, I don't know. I've kind of started this little collection of movie pieces that I haven't received yet. The 3 from Queen Studios, 3 or 4, and this would fit right in there. But
yeah,
God, I just don't want to spend that money.
No, it's too expensive. But again, like we were talking about PCS kind of looking vinyl-y. Like that doesn't look like vinyl. That looks like polystone.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's like I feel like if PCS could just tweak it a little bit, I think they'll be even more popular because obviously they're doing well. But I've not even heard of this company. What else have they put out before? You said
they did the Superman that the one that Stewart just got.
Oh yeah, Stuart Murphy. Yeah, I'll give him a shout out. He just posted a whole bunch of really great photos.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It does, and that's a piece that's kind of came out of the blue, really. And and you said Sideshow sold that, right?
Yeah, they distributed it. Yeah,
I think that looks exactly like the actor.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Is that Peter Weller? I think.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm super tempted, but $1,160 for quarters.
Yeah, it's a lot. You notice it has a swap out. Gun up, gun pointing.
Yeah, that's correct. That's the only swap out.
That's cool. Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said something so we could look at that.
Yeah.
Well, so, we saw some things from Sideshow and XM. Is there anything, and some other companies as well, but is there anything that you saw that you're like, whoa, got to have it? Got to have it.
Red Riding Hood, probably.
That's my number one too.
Robocop, maybe.
Those were probably the the things that I would think of, that Alice or Queen of Hearts and that, because those are very pretty.
Yeah.
I would get that Catwoman again if I had the space and was collecting that scale. Although I kind of am, I guess, because I'm collecting the Tweeterhead ones. But they wouldn't. I don't think they would go together very well.
No, I don't think so either.
They're such a different style. But and that White Knight Batmobile, I'm really intrigued by it. Again, I don't know if it's something that would fit in my collection necessarily, but I do hope to be able to see it in here.
By the way, you mentioned the other night about having a Dio as the centerpiece of your collection with all the villains around it. Yep. I don't think that would work.
Okay, tell me why.
Because I think it takes attention away from the surrounding villains. I think they all need to be kind of equal. I think if Batman is solitary, then it's him against all the villains. If you have a Dio in the middle, it's him against that one villain, and the others are like an audience. They're not as important, I think.
But could you also see it as this action thing? Because again, it solves a lot of my problems. Because it's the black suit Batman, Joker, which is my favorite. Batman fighting Joker is my favorite.
Yep.
I understand completely what you say about having the outside people maybe losing a little less focus, but I feel like it also then, because like the way Bane's looking down at him, like everybody's still trying to attack him, but he's still fighting. Yeah. I just feel like it could potentially tell a story. Again, the height has to be right though, because it's not as bad as the Bane Batman one. Like Joker is still kind of coming up out of the goo.
Mm-hmm.
But if I did that as the centerpiece, that big collection would go over here to my main wall.
Okay.
No doubt. I would make all new shelving for it, so it would fit properly. That way I can also come deeper into the room because, with the depth. Sideshow would go over there where the third scale stuff is. I still don't know, but I understand your point.
I mean, when you look at that piece, you're talking about the Batman versus Joker, right?
Right. So
you kind of have to look up at Batman and you kind of have to look down at Joker, and then everyone else is just in full perfect viewing. I don't know. I think it might lessen the impact of being able to just see it all together and get every character from the same point of view.
The problem is if I don't do that, where the hell am I going to put it?
I don't know.
I don't either. I was just trying to solve two problems at once. Yeah.
I think the Batcave piece is a better centerpiece.
Blue Batman or painted black Batman?
Well, no, I think you're going to sell Blue Batman when the black one goes up for pre-order. I don't think you're going to have to paint it. I think they're going to do it for you.
I don't want to ship that.
Well,
I'm so tired of shipping Prime 1 boxes. It is such a headache. And dealing with UPS and dealing with breakage, I've had it.
Yeah.
So you don't think when that black variant comes out, you're going to order it?
I don't know. I mean, I was really considering, like Dan said, he wants to paint his. I'm really considering trying that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if I get this Fabok piece and that's now my center, then I feel like I should leave it blue and have it somewhere else, and that again represent a blue Batman. I just don't know.
I think that Fabok piece it's a piece on its own. It does not need any other villains around it. That kind of to me it detracts both ways. The surrounding pieces will detract from the Dio, and the Dio detracts from the surrounding pieces.
Yeah,
I just don't think they work together.
What do you think, Jeff? Do you agree with that, or do you feel like it would still be out of place, or maybe it look okay? Try to picture it. I know it's hard to. It's hard because I love my top shelf because Deathstroke, Bane, and Joker are all leaning forward toward Batman.
Mm-hmm. I like the Hush in there, and I like it blue.
Say that again.
I like the Hush in there, and I would leave it blue. I think it reminds me so much of the Hush comic book.
Mm-hmm.
The color of the villain
taken right from
and him.
Yeah.
Especially those covers where you had all the villains on the front.
Yeah. John Blackmouth says, Chris, just add a standalone statue room in your backyard.
Mm-hmm. So just imagine someone walking into your room and looking at that display. Don't you want them to be able to take everything in without having to walk closer and look up at the Batman and look down at the Joker? It's like it's too much work.
Yeah.
The less is the impact.
I feel like it should be on its own.
Yeah.
I'm still debating. Do you think that display should be on my main wall here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that diorama and the Fabok could go in the lineup together, and it just be standalone pieces.
You know, I had, and I don't even know if it'd fit. It probably won't. But I had thought that if it got to a point where I didn't have a space for it, that I would put the Batman versus Joker in that case. And then the Sideshow collection would go off to the side somewhere, you know, or be on this top row of, you know, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be this anymore. Although this is, you know, iconic in my collection. But I thought, well, maybe that'd be a front and center display. I don't know.
You may have to have another different shelf. I think you need a shelf across that whole wall there.
I need something. And then I've got I've got the 1/3 scale Anne Hathaway Catwoman on bike. I've got a life-size Heath Ledger Joker bust and a Harley Quinn life-size bust. And God knows what else. You know, it's just like, oh my God.
So you're a collector with a space problem then?
Oh, I am a collector with a space problem. And I air my frustrations here on live YouTube, which is
change them around.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I'm to the point where I'm kind of trying to rip off the Arkham Band-Aid. I just don't know if I should just cut cold turkey and just get rid of all of them, and just that way I have some room. Figure out and again, I want to build custom shelving, but I don't know when that'll happen. So I'm still thinking about what I have now. And I'm not one of those people that want to get 20 items and leave them in boxes for 5 years. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
They need to be on display. For years, you wanted more color in your collection. Now you have it and you don't like it. Definitely need serious counseling. I'm a counselor and I need counseling. This is where I come to you fine folks here on Rogues Gallery. Yeah, 1/3 pieces need larger wall space. They do. Hey, we have a $5 super chat from C-Note. Thank you very much, C-Note 215. I told you on your post the same thing, Chris. On your post, the Joker versus Batman is standalone piece. Hush is the better piece for your villains. That seems to be overall the consensus. And it's one of those things where if I want to try it out, I can. I can try it out and see what it looks like. And if it whoa, this looks awful, or this looks great, whatever. I've got pieces that I can swap for it. So that is good. Again, C-Note, thank you very, very much for the $5 super chat. That does go right back in the channel. So thank you very much for that.
You had one earlier.
Oh no.
Wayne.
Was it during pictures?
Yeah, it must have been.
Oh, I can't go that far back. I am so sorry. Wayne, I'm sorry if you're still watching.
Please
Wayne
Kramer.
Wayne Kramer.
Lane.
Lane Kramer. Thank you very much, Lane. I'm sorry I missed you.
Was asking about the Wonder Woman XM piece that we looked at.
Do you remember what he asked?
I think he was just talking about, wanted to know if we knew any, or maybe it was during pictures before we got to the pictures and video of it.
Okay. If you're still here, Lane,
you talked about it.
Lane, if you're still here and you still have a question, please ask it again. John, Chris, are you keeping the life-size Harley? Yes, I am keeping the Margot Robbie. Again, who knows for how long? I'm hoping she fits in the collection, but yeah, I'll definitely be getting her in, reviewing her. Hopefully she'll stay for a long time.
She'll be small.
But she is fantastic. And of course, I am getting that Heath Ledger Joker one as well.
She's going to look so much smaller than that Batman. You're going to think she's tiny.
I know. And I'm actually kind of excited about that because this Batman is so big. I do need therapy. Absolutely. Maybe it's time to move on from 1/4. You've said, here's the thing, Ashen. I want some damn villains from Prime or from Sideshow. I feel like as soon as I sell my collection, they're going to come out with a whole bunch.
Could be.
That's exactly
then you'll have to turn around and buy all of it back.
I know.
It's like they do them in batches. I mean, look,
yeah,
we got Ivy, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Harley Hell on Wheels, Catwoman. They all came real close together, and then there's been kind of a dry spell since.
Then nothing.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. Paula, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. She says yes. Hush Blue Batman. She definitely wants me to keep my Hush Blue.
I think it would be a sin to paint it black, but that's just me.
Do you think? I mean, I love this Batman. Do I keep both of them?
You can't put him in there.
No, I can't. And that's. I mean, this is a perfect spot for this Batman. But do I need two? What
about the top shelf?
What
about the top shelf
of the villains collection?
Yeah.
He
won't fit.
I think he will. I think he's about the height of Bane. So I think he would. I think he would fit up there. Some people did suggest that, like put Bane on one side, Batman in the middle, Joker on the other side, and have him be up top. I don't know.
I just really like the other one. But
the Batcave, you mean?
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, the Batcave.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you again, Paula. That's awesome for the super chat. Thank you very much. Lane said we did talk about it. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Lane. And again, thank you for the super chat. That was awesome. So they brought up the fact about moving on from 1/4 scale. Do you guys think that's what I should do? Or do you think I should keep collecting both?
I think you should collect both. I mean,
they're so different from each other.
And that's what I love.
I feel like the Sideshow is kind of each character is kind of very recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas some of the Arkham and some of those are kind of like, who is that? You know, like their Scarecrow, while cool, and it looks like the video game, it's kind of like, who is that?
Yeah. And I feel like I especially hold on to him because I'm worried that they'll never do a 3rd scale Scarecrow. You know? And so, and like the Arkham Knight, I still have him. But I sold Freeze, I sold Killer Croc. I mean, I'm literally down to 1, 2, 3, I'm down to 4. My wife won't let me sell Two-Face. So gotta go. She said, if you ever sell it, you're just going to put it in a box and it'll go into storage. Julia Rose says, Chris, what do you think of the older PF Arkham Asylum Joker? I liked that piece. I didn't like it as much as the one I had already. And I prefer the Arkham Knight Joker from Prime 1 over that piece, but I do still think it's very, very good. It just was a little skinny to me. The legs were a little skinny on it, but I do think it was a good piece.
I think it looked pretty accurate. It looked like an animated character to me when I did see that one in person.
Yeah, it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I would sell the first 1/3 scale bat. See that? There he is over there. Like that's what I got.
Yeah. I never liked the size of that head. It's always looked way too small to me.
It is too small, but that was my first Prime 1 piece. I just don't know if I can go. I don't know if I can get rid of him.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like he is not the perfect Batman, but I don't know. He just means something to me. Let's see. Are you getting the new 4-scale Catwoman? Yes, I am. She's on pre-order, which then I have to compare and contrast and have to pick one. I know Delaney really still prefers the one I have in the case.
Yep.
But I am excited to get her in. It'll be a year from now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's saying keep them both, remodel the room. Ideally, this wall right here backs up into the dog barking room. If I could just knock part of this wall down and just make it one big giant room.
You have
Wouldn't that be fun?
room?
Remember it's Batcave 2, and I was in there, but the dog barks all the time, so I feel like I couldn't do videos in there.
Doesn't it have like?
Yeah, it had an
What is
angle.
that, a bay window?
Yeah, it has 3 windows, a bay window. This house has 4 of them in this house, and so I mean it's hard to put stuff in that space. Like, where do you put in a bay window?
Yeah.
And that's where I put my Sideshow case. I had the Sideshow case right there in front of those windows with the 2 busts on both sides of those angles.
I put up some sound blocking panels over the windows and knock a hole through that wall.
Yeah.
Start sawing.
I know. I'll just wait till my wife's on vacation or something and ask for forgiveness later, maybe.
Yep.
Chris,
Saw doorway and
that's right. Yeah. I'll be sleeping at a hotel for a long time. Anyway, Chris, are you getting the standalone Fabok Batman? I still don't know yet. I still really love that piece, but I think I'm going to run into the same problem I have with these 2 hushes. Like, I don't really need 2 hushes. I don't need 2 Fabok Batmans. So I don't know.
Did you order
really
the diorama? We don't need any of this crap.
I don't need. What was the first part of that question?
Well, I just said, yeah, the same kind of thing. Is any of this about needing or is it about wanting?
Yeah. No, Jeff Morris, what did you say first?
Did you already order the Joker versus Batman? Did you order it?
No. I don't really know who to order from. There's one company that has it with $4 shipping. They've upped the price, but you get it late. Getting statues late on a YouTube channel is not always the best.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
if you could wait, you could definitely.
Yeah, if I didn't have a channel, I would. If I didn't have a channel, I would do that. But we always say, like, if you're not one of the first, you're last, and I don't want that. I would like to have it in hand as quickly as possible. At the same time,
it would be fun, but on something like that, when it's that much,
I know
I'd be almost tempted to just roll with it late because there's, is it Leo that does a lot of videos for you?
Yep.
You could get some video out of it, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I was not shocked. I posted in our Facebook group the shipping quote. I'm sure you guys saw it. And it was $1,000 some for the fast shipping, and it was like 400 some for the slow shipping.
Yep.
And I didn't think that $400 was as bad as I was expecting. Like, I would be okay with paying that. I just paid almost that for Hush from Sideshow, and I had to pay taxes on top of it. Yeah. So with Prime 1, I wouldn't pay the taxes. I would have to pay for shipping, and it'd be on a 3-month boat and would arrive about the same time as Sideshow does. But I don't know if Sideshow is the good alternative anymore for shipping. Yeah. I mean, it used to be that I could get those 2 boxes. Like, I got my Hush Huntress for, I think it was $165, whereas this one was close to $400 for the 2 boxes for Hush.
Right.
Paula, Customs does charge sometimes. I have only been charged Customs once from Prime 1, and that was for my Arkham Knight Joker. It was like $60. Late Night Trip says Jeff always has the coolest shirts.
He does.
So people are complimenting your shirt tonight.
This is my Universal Monsters.
I love it. It's my mom's all-time favorite. She loves Universal Monsters. She would love that. Walton says 1,100 by air and 4,000 or 455 by boat. Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of money for shipping. I mean, that's where we're at. I mean, if you're dumb enough to be a 1/3 scale collector, you have to pay that shipping cost these days. Like, there's just no other way around it. And again, that's why I don't like to sell any of them. It's such a pain. Yeah, the tax on top of shipping now does kill the Sideshow appeal for me. Again, I didn't mind paying the tax from Sideshow, but now that they're charging so much for shipping, it changes the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to check around, but I do want to get it ordered. Or do you guys think I should wait till it's closer to ship? I worry. Although I was surprised they did go ahead right out of the gate and announce an ES of 500.
They're going to make that if they ever make another statue in their career, they'll make that.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go to 500.
They're only doing 500 of that Robocop as well, that Oniri Creations. So that's not going to last long.
No, it won't. C-Note says you also get the bonus from Prime 1. I do like the exclusive head sculpts. I really actually prefer the regular Joker.
Can't you get the bonus from the $4 shipping place?
They do have that available, yes. But, like, have you ordered from them?
I've ordered a few small pieces from them.
And how long after everybody else did you get it? Like how? Like we know it's late, but how late?
It's late.
Like months and months and months late, or are we talking weeks late? Because that's what I need to know. That's the question I've never asked.
Well, I mean, it's the Slow Boat Plus, so yeah. So it's maybe 3 or 4 weeks later than the people who ordered it economy.
Yeah, it'll be later than that.
You think? You think like 2 months?
Maybe it's always frustrating because everyone else has it.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
and then you have to be like Jeff or Dan and like not look at the Facebook posts and not look at the video reviews. Like I don't know how many of us video reviewers are going to be doing that piece, quite frankly.
Right.
You know, I don't know if George is going to spend that money. I don't know. I mean, Jim might. I haven't really heard him talk about it. Like X will probably get it.
Will he?
Some of the other collecting channels, but and again,
that he was scaling back.
I love it. God bless the guy. He says, "I'm scaling back, but I've got 100 more pre-orders coming in." Like, how do you do that? But I mean, I think he is smart to do that. I think that gives him more room and space for ones that maybe he doesn't care about as much anymore. I think that's awesome, and I know he wants to expand his channel a little bit. I think people were commenting like, "Oh, X is out of the game. X is out of the game." I don't think he'll ever be out of the game. I think he has too much passion for this, just like we all do.
Yeah.
And so I don't think he'll ever be out. I just think maybe he'll do less. Yeah, Michael says scaling back to 1 a week. Yeah, I think so too. No, Sideshow does not allow for pickups. Believe me, Jeff Delaney knows all about that.
Yes, I do. I'd be happy to pick them up, but they won't let me.
They will not let him. Just checked 30,011 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys so very much. I know that this show helped push it over the edge tonight, so thank you again so very much. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up? I guess we went way longer than I was expecting tonight.
Well, I've lost the pictures now, but I think I just saw a picture of the Wonder Woman Dio from XM with a calm portrait. So maybe
no way.
So maybe there's a switch out.
Okay, let me see if I can find that real quick because I have not seen that.
There were multiple pictures of that piece, and now I can't find it because of Facebook's weird algorithm where nothing is where it was before.
That sounds about right.
I'm not even sure which group it was.
Oh, I have it.
All right.
I already had it. I showed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, let me go back in. It's not a great picture, but let me show you. Because it was taken today. So that would have made sense.
Yeah.
It's a really bad picture, but there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not the rage portrait we saw.
No. Yeah. So that makes I think that's going to make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the picture you saw, or was it a different one?
It was multiple pictures from that. Yeah.
All right. Well,
but I'm not sure which group it was in.
Well, it's probably XM Life or XM Community. Let me just scroll real quick here, and then we'll wrap it up.
Just to fill some time, here's that announcement from JND today. Tell me if this is confusing. A JND PO is coming up next month. Riddle me this. Bad guys may have a hard time understanding me because I'm always yelling at them with a very forced, raspy voice.
Yeah.
That's with a green background with a question mark.
Well, it's to get attention, and it did because everybody thinks it's Riddler, but then it's clearly Batman.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Why won't anybody do the damn Riddler?
I don't know.
But, I mean, would you want a Riddler from J&D? It's going to be the Carry, probably.
No.
I don't want that.
I want Sideshow.
Yeah, I want Sideshow. And I would love a Jim Lee Hush in the Hush line. Oh, that'd be freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love that look with the bowler hat. Oh, I don't see it on here either, Jeff. Well, anyway, if Jeff finds it, please post it in the groups.
Yeah, I will.
So we can see. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, because I compile all these photos, throughout the week, but I only do it on my laptop here at home. And so when I'm at work or on my phone, I'm like, okay, I got to try to remember that one. I got to try to remember that one. So I go through all the groups. I go through all of the statue companies, just trying to make sure I remember all the photos.
Yeah.
So Lane, I don't know if they teased a Riddler, but it sounds like it's going to be Batman. Riddler, Clayface, Man-Bat, Penguin. Come on, Sideshow. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're beating the same drum, Michael. We've beat that forever. Chris, that one place has the Hush Batcave standard on pre-order for $1,339 plus $4 shipping. I probably paid more. I paid more through Sideshow than I would have if I had ordered direct from Prime One.
Somebody posted pictures in the group of the Wonder Woman.
Cool.
You want to? Can you save it and send it to me? Hey, Eves is in the house. Brotherhood member, long time no see. Hey, guys, been a long time. I was able to catch you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. Sideshow has not done a Nightwing or Red Hood. And why they haven't, I feel like Red Hood would be printing money.
Yeah.
Nightwing probably would do well. But I'm just not sure.
Well, there they are. I see it now. They didn't get right below her to give a really, really good picture. But it's clearly a calm portrait.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. I think I froze up there. Is it in the Batman Statue Collector group?
Yep. I sent it in the Rogues chat.
Here, let me just do this. This might be easy. All right, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if we get some. So obviously here's the color.
Yeah. The paint looks real good.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Cheetah looks good.
I like the painted better.
Oh yeah, me too.
So it's not a great photo there, but I think that looks better than the Rage face for sure.
Yeah.
That's maybe a little bit better. Again, the problem with it is she's looking down.
Yep.
So it's that same classic problem. But that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
She looks great color-wise.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, yeah. Well, thanks for finding that, guys. So, yeah, anything else? We want to wrap it up.
Another one that I'm really kind of on the fence over is the Batman Who Laughs from Sideshow, because that's shipping soon. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about the Dark Side.
Oh, you haven't ordered?
No.
I forgot. For some reason, I know Dan ordered. I thought maybe you did too, for some reason.
I've liked it since they first showed it, but you know what? I tried to read one of those comics and I could not get into it.
It's me either. I mean, I'm not a fan of Metal at all. I like the character. I like that he's Joker-esque.
Yeah.
And that's what draws me to him. I do worry that he'll be kind of an odd duck out in the Sideshow case here.
That's my fear as well, that he might not. I'm not sure how he's going to fit with the other Sideshow pieces.
I did buy a bigger case, which I will be building here when I have a moment. But I do worry about that a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I have all these classic villains, and then all of a sudden, here's this new guy out of the blue.
Right.
Especially when we don't have the other classic villains, which pisses me off. Michael Dupler says, been a member of this group for a long time. Love this group. Congratulations on 30K, Chris, Jeff Morris, Jeff Delaney, Eric B., and Dan D. You all make this group what it is. Thanks and good night. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
And again, just thank you guys so very much for being here and supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting Secret Sanctuary. Now we need to get him to 30K. So please subscribe. He has amazing content, and he's a great guy in the community as well. And I consider a friend, both of you guys. So thank you guys very, very much for tuning in tonight. We didn't know how tonight would go. We really thought we'd have about 15 minutes worth of material. But certainly we stretched out way longer. I thought we'd do an hour tonight. So, again, I apologize if I kept you guys too long. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. And we'll do these Friday shows from time to time. Again, thanks, everybody, for the 30K. And I'll be giving away that the Batman statue probably on the next Rogues Gallery Live. I mean, Superman. Sorry,
Superman. Yeah,
Superman. And I've also got a lot of giveaways coming up that I'm really excited to share with you guys. We'll do something very special for our 5th year anniversary, which comes up here in November. And then, of course, I do want to officially announce the 2nd annual Batsy Awards. We'll be returning with new categories, new special presenters. We're going to have a great night with the guys and gals. I think maybe Ashley can join us that night. We'll see. But anyway, hopefully last year we gave something away, and hopefully we'll be able to this year as well.
I hope my tux still fits.
I know. I was going to say my tux is a 3X, so I've shrunk down too much, so I don't know if I'll still.
You may need to buy a new one.
I'm going to make a quick phone call to Amazon and see if I can get another one in a smaller size. But I cannot wait. I pray that Jeff is still in his baby blue tux because that was so fantastic last year. It was my favorite. So definitely stay tuned for the Batsy Awards. That'll be late December. We also have a special interview with Amakar Fong, sculptor, on our next show, and we also have a very special Halloween show as well. Lots of stuff coming up, and also some other interviews I can't talk about yet. So definitely stay tuned. Lots of things coming up for Rogues Gallery Live. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Please like if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to Secret Sanctuary, and definitely show him some love, and show Mr. Jeff Morris over here some love as well for that awesome shirt.
Thank you.
So with that said, everybody have a good night. We'll see you next time in the Batcave. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, all. Take care.